Hello, everybody, and welcome into Thursday, Wednesday, whatever day this is. It is Wednesday. I do know it's Wednesday. I'm just a little not with it right now. I'm going to let everybody in the Zoom. I apologize for the background mess. Let me see if I can change that real quick to something a little bit more. There we go. Now you can't see the mess no more. Let me assign some co-hosts here real quick. I can hear Zoom, but you guys cannot hear Zoom yet. But you can see Zoom. That's progress, considering where things are going right now. All right, let me unmute them. Hello, Rich. Hello, Greg. Hello, William. Hello, Sam. Hello, Chris. And hello, Jose, Photo Mix Media.
Howdy.
Good to see all of you. Jeff said over in chat he's here at the batting boxes cages, batter's box battling. He's at the batting cages. I'm not even gonna try. Why is that so weird looking over there on OBS? How does that look over there? That looks weird there too. Oh well, I'll fix that later. Somehow things got goofed up and I don't know. I'm not gonna be here very long. I'm beat. I barely woke up to do this stream. And when I say barely woke up, you'll notice tonight we didn't have any introductions. We didn't have First in YouTube. We did not have Today Is. We had nothing because I just literally woke up not even 10 minutes ago. I do have news to report on Joshies' computer, which if I take this off, you can see Joshies' computer's right here. Yes, it's on its side. That's because I had to get back into it today. And the good news is I got the BIOS updated with the help of a couple of the homies. That would be Darren, Jeff, Alex, and Joshie was there watching. It is updated to the current BIOS. This board to update it, we had to jump through hoops like you would not believe. I'll demonstrate that tomorrow. There's going to be one more video. Once the memory gets here, I'll put it in. I'm going to run a test. I'm not going to embarrass myself on YouTube. I should. I do it every night. But I'll run a quick test, and then I will demonstrate everything is functional. Now, the odd thing is, if you plug the monitor into the graphics card, you cannot get into BIOS. Won't go. Take it out, plug it.
That's because of the monitor. Your TV, using TV as a monitor. I think that's right.
I have no clue, Chris.
Alex said that one time, or somebody said that when you use a TV as a monitor, it don't like to go into BIOS or something.
Well, I would say possibly, but I will tell you this: I can get into BIOS using that same monitor when I plug that into the motherboard itself, with no problems. So I would think if it was,
you can get into it with the TV.
Yeah, okay. So you see the monitor that's back there that's off right now?
Yeah.
I can get into BIOS right now. If I fire this up, because it's plugged into the motherboard, I can get into BIOS. If I take the HDMI cable off of the motherboard and plug it into the graphics card, it will not go in to BIOS.
You may need to disable the onboard video.
I don't know.
That's right. Video card would not be selected when you first boot up.
Okay.
The video card would come in when it starts getting the Windows and apps.
I should try getting into BIOS on my system and see what happens. I haven't done that yet. It's a possibility. I mean, I have no idea. I know I spent from literally the time I ended the stream this afternoon until 5:42-ish to take Mrs. K to work, getting that to work. And when he talked to Jeff later tonight, and or Alex later tonight, and or Darren later tonight, we tried everything under the sun. And then we finally, through Darren, who has Asus, speaking up and saying, hey, I fired up my system, this is how you do it. And that took about 5 attempts. The good news is we got it. We followed their instructions and it would not update to BIOS. We went back and kind of did it a different way, and we finally did get it to update. The good news is it's updated. Yeah. The other good news is I don't think Josh is going to be able to ever get into BIOS, so we don't have to worry about him screwed up. We looked for things in there in the BIOS that we thought it might be, but we couldn't even find some of the issues that we were looking for, some of the things with that in the BIOS itself. For example, a fast boot. We couldn't find where to turn fast boot in BIOS on and off. Couldn't find it. Now, I might maybe tomorrow figure out a better way to set this up, because right now you can see the glare right here from the monitor in front of me and from everything else. And that makes it really rough. I can move this camera really super close, but it's still pretty glary. And I got to a point where I was like, I got the BIOS updated. It's good to go. You know, we were honestly to the point where if it ain't fixed, don't. If it ain't broke, if it ain't fixed, don't broke it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right. That's how tired I am. I'm telling you guys, I am beat. We were almost to that point, and then all of a sudden it goes, oh God, then hold on just a moment, and we walked me to a point, and from there I figured out where to go, and we finally got it. I know Greg's. I think you got Asus, don't you, Greg?
Yeah.
And you've never had problems doing a BIOS update, have you?
Nope.
Do you use the download it, put it on a flash drive, put it in, and go that route?
And restart the machine.
Yeah, we couldn't do that. We went through the Asus Easy Update AI 3.4.1. It was a mess. But again, as you will see tomorrow, it is updated. It's got 1801 or 1804. I can't remember. Whatever it is.
There's some good news on possibility warranties.
Okay.
Intel has a 3-year warranty on the processors.
Okay.
And his Ripsaw has a limited lifetime warranty.
Okay.
When everybody gets together later on, we'll get together and try to get all the information to this stuff.
Yeah, that's all going to have to go to me because everything's here. Maybe we'll have to get together and get Joshie to be present so he's aware of what's going on and maybe provide information that I have no idea on, and then go from there.
Keep your Intel box. We may need numbers off of it.
The box for the processor I bought?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but Josh tore up the numbers where you can read them or not.
Right, but mine's not the same processor as his, so how's my box going to help us?
He said, that's right. I hope he hasn't got rid of that box and hasn't torn it up too bad that we can't get the numbers off.
Let us hope. I imagine he's live streaming right now. That's why he's not here. I don't know. Good night.
Is he back at the home or is he?
He's back at the group home, yes. He is back. Got back this afternoon. Let's just checking something real quick. I think the parts are staying here, and I think we should try. I don't know, because if doing it the way you're saying, I think it's just going to replace the parts, right?
Right, and we'll have to figure out how to turn whatever replacement parts they send and a refundable form of money or something.
Right,
That would be
right,
something.
right. That's because I mean that would be good, and if he had the time, didn't want this computer back, that would be great. But I think if we can get him some money back, that would be pretty good. Especially if we can get him some money back for his processor that costs more than the one that I bought.
Right.
On a selfish note, that would be good for me. Tony Waddle was saying RMA. I'm not sure, Tony. I'm on it. Eyes are bothering me. Well, this will be a next week discussion. Right.
It's time to put it all together.
Sure. Well, it's back. It's in the case. It's back in the case, and it's been. I'm relatively confident as long as the new memory's good, we're going to be good. I still have my stick of RAM in there. I didn't do that today. When it gets here, I'll take that out, put it in. I will fire it up one time, go from there. And then tomorrow I'll do a stream on it. And maybe we can figure out if there's a setting somewhere where he can use the graphics card. He can use the graphics card. It functions through the graphics card. He just can't get into BIOS, which is not a bad thing if you think about it.
I would leave it that way as a safeguard. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't give them the parts because they're going to end up back in that machine.
We talked about that last night, and yes, you're correct. Jeff says absolutely. So yeah, and that's nothing new. We talked about that, so I'm okay with that. So how was everyone's afternoon? You guys know what I did this afternoon.
It was good. Oh, I didn't know you were streaming.
Yeah, I don't know why I decided to do that. Oh yeah, I do know why I decided to do that. Doug Betts called, and we talked for a while, and then I thought, well, why wait until tomorrow? I'll just go ahead and do a short one this afternoon. Yeah. And show everyone what the progress is now. I did get another nice email from a gentleman on the SwordSoft software. I got to find out who this is and properly thank him and mention him by name if he's not too upset about that.
What is SwordSoft?
That's the program that I use that you can draw boxes around things you're trying to highlight. It can, when you type in a command, it shows it across the screen, which is real helpful. I don't like, well, how do I want to put that? I like it, but I don't like it. I would rather it not show some of what it does, but just show the in command. Like when you hit space, it goes SPACE. I just wish it'd say space. That would be kind of neat. Oh, great. Am I buffering on YouTube, on anyone else's YouTube, or is it just mine?
I think it's just your end.
Well, now my system's going to mess up. Wonderful. One of these I can't win for losing deals. It's been fun. I enjoyed it.
Am I co-host or something?
Might be. I don't know. Are you?
I see security tab.
Yep, you are co-host or something. Everyone should be a co-host. I even gave co-hosting duties to Alex this afternoon. I know. The thought.
You were tired.
You shudder at the thought. I'm beat.
Can I remove Ken?
No, you cannot. You can try, but you cannot. You can try all you'd like. I don't know what time I left Zoom last night. I did not go to bed this morning until 4:30 this morning.
It's about 4 o'clock.
I got to yeah, it was late.
4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, it was late. I got to tinkering around with some things, and I glanced at the clock. I was like, oh my goodness, it's 4:30. I'm going to bed. I'll never get up in time. Do what, Chris?
I want that car that's behind William.
The Charger?
Yeah, that is the Charger. That's all. that's older than the Gen LE though. A little bit
I
better.
think it's a Charger. I'm not 100% sure. I'd need to see the tail lights a little bit better and or the front. Oh,
It's a little bit different. Plymouth. It's some kind of Plymouth. It has it on the side. I can't read what
yeah.
it is.
Give me a minute and I'll tell you what it is. I'm trying to think of what Plymouth's version of the Dodge Charger was.
I think it's supposed to be the Firebird or something like that.
Firebird was Pontiac. Roadrunner? No, I don't think
That's
that
it.
was. Is it a Roadrunner?
I think it's a Roadrunner. Let's see. I think we found that one when we were looking up the images of that one car that I can't remember who was looking for it.
The car is a familiar car. It was in a movie or something.
That's the one that was banned by NASCAR.
Because it was too fast.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah, it's a Roadrunner. I found almost the exact same image here.
Was a Plymouth the same as were they part of Dodge back then?
I think.
Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, they were. So it could have had. Well, I don't know if they made Hemis back then, but it could have had a Hemi.
Yeah. Well, here's a lime green one of the same car. Oh man, that's horrible. Ugh. Look at chat real quick. Don't forget the JB. I like my idea better. I think I should go buy a box, drill 3 holes in it, one for the power, one for the Ethernet, one for any other thing that might need cabling. Put it in the box, weld the box shut, put a power button on the outside somehow.
He's saying JB Weld.
That would be Jeff.
Red lock.
I honestly would not weld it shut.
No, I'm not going to, Chris. I mean, as much as we would all like to, he'd still find a way to get into it.
Yeah, it will break it. He might break something if he tries to get into it with it welded. But he don't need to. He needs to get somebody. I'm not knocking him or nothing, but he needs to get somebody that can do it.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. We'll have a discussion while I'm there. I mean, it's his computer. I'm not going to get all upset like Alex does when people make changes to what he's done. Stealth Mode, Red Lock Titan, JB Wells. Yeah, let's really mess him up. So,
but it should be the way he likes it. Is everything he specified he wanted.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't do, and I might get with him, and I might test this later tomorrow, not tonight, is I might fire up Fortnite. And of course, I understand my speed's different than his speed, so it's going to look a lot better. And I might play it off the motherboard, shut it down, move it over to the graphics card, play it off the graphics card, and see if there's a noticeable difference. I don't think there's going to be myself, but that's just me. I might actually do that.
It could be a mind thing.
Depending on your TV, you're not going to go much above 60 hertz anyways, either way.
Right.
We all do that. Have a mind thing that we think something. Oh, this is better.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
I know when I built this system here and I reached out to Catherine and Jim, they both without hesitation said buy the i7 that's in it. That's about the only thing they agreed upon. I had it, to back up what Chris is saying, I had it in my mind I was going to get an i9. That because i9 at the time was the latest and the greatest. What are we up to now? 13th generation?
Yeah.
Things. And both of them said almost it's the same time, no, you want this processor. Now, I told Mrs. K today, if I ever build another system, if and when, because it's not a need. Let's get that clarified first. It's not a need. I want.
Yeah.
It will be top of the line across the board, with the exception of maybe the case. I might get a decent price case, but everything else it'll be at. Let's just say I do this tomorrow. Let's just say I wake up tomorrow with the wild hair and I say I'm building this computer. It's going to be top of the line motherboard. It's going to be top of the line processor. It's going to be top of the line graphics. It's going to be maxed out on graphics. Graphics card is going to be top of the line. What am I leaving out?
Memory.
Top of the line memory, max memory. I mean, I almost spend money if I do it.
You can have big beast built.
No, I'm not putting in. Okay, so let's go that route. I'm going to one up the big beast build. I'm going to have a computer with another computer in it, and I'm going to call Carrie. I'm going to go, ha!
Is that
And
possible?
then I'm calling Doug to see if he needs to upgrade his big beast build because I sure don't want it.
Is that possible to have 3 computers in one? I wonder.
Do what, Chris?
So I wonder if that's possible to have 3 computers in one case.
Hey, I was
Yeah,
surprised you could put 2 in there.
You could put an ATX, the mini ATX, and get yourself one of those journal type computers and put in there, and that's 3 computers.
Well, shoot, we might as well go for the record and go for 4 and try to put one of them little mini things that he's giving away in there too.
Well, you could always
What a
read
rabbit
something
hole
up
we're
and
getting
have,
ready to go down.
have as many as you want in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's pretty soon it'll be, well, my computer's got 15 computers in it. What's yours got?
If you saw that case that Carrie had today, you could probably stick 2 or 3 in it.
Oh, Carrie was live today. I say that as if that's
Yeah.
a shock.
It almost didn't fit his 22-inch Lazy Susan.
Man. Amazing.
I got a 26-inch.
I still have the website for the 590 Wi-Fi Gundam edition still active to get all the drivers and the memory and everything we needed. I mean, we went and grabbed the MEI tool it said you needed, and we had to go get the MEI driver, then we had to go get the MEI at first I thought it was just saying ME exclamation, then I realized it's actually saying MEI, which stands for, Greg, do you know?
Never heard of it.
So you didn't do a clean install.
No, we just plugged his in and
Okay.
it's activated. By the grace of the community, it's activated, which I thought that was very nice.
You should have had the Intel chip drivers in the BIOS because they're 2 separate downloads I gave you that one day.
Yep, I had both of that. We used both of it. I can't find it now, but I know it's in here when I see it.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they will, if you change the hard drive, if you move it to another computer, sometimes they'll boot, sometimes they won't. It must have been a little similar to the other one.
MEI stands for Management Engine Interface. Went and got that too. The good news is it's fixed. The good news is I had to jump through some hoops. And I do believe I'm going to take Jeff up on his offer. Once we get it functional and we know it's functional, we're not going to do anything else to it. We're going to take a lot of stuff back off of it that doesn't need to be on there. So Joshie one day can be sitting around going, oh, well, let's go see what this does. No, that doesn't need to happen at all. And if it's there and he finds it, he's going to mess with it.
When I got my first computer, I was kind of scared to go into programs and.
Oh, I'm still to this day scared to do things. I was concerned when I updated the BIOS. I didn't know it at the time, but we had clouds in the air and possibility of thunderstorms this afternoon. So got through that because, like I told Mrs. K taking to work, the last thing I want to do is be in the middle of a BIOS, lose power, brick everything, and then I have to buy a new motherboard, a new processor, a new memory card for me, which they don't sell them in ones.
Well, I did one time. I did something like Joshy would do when I first got my computer. The first computer I got, I went in. It was Windows 98. I went into drive converter or something, FAT to FAT 32,
Okay.
and I think it made it where it wouldn't boot, and I had to call Compaq, and that Indian man said, "You should never mess with that." And then one of them told me to take all the games off I had, which back then was probably did slow it down a little bit. Cause those hard drives, I had that terrible Bigfoot drive. If you ever seen one of those,
You had a Yeti drive?
no, it's a five. It's the size of a CD-ROM. It's a hard drive. It's called Bigfoot.
Okay.
You look it up on Google, and they probably.
We even tried that. You saying that? I even dug out my portable DVD CD reader, plugged it in, dug out the disc out of the box. That didn't even work. But again, it's there. It's good. So he was happy. I'm just checking some baseball scores here. I'm actually getting ready to go. I'm beat. I'm going. I mean, if someone would have told me I would be going to bed by 9:30 at night, I'd tell them you were on some serious drugs. I'm not even playing golf tomorrow. I need to rest to get ready for this trip that's upcoming. So Zoom will be running as normal. If anything happens, send me a message. Let me know, and I'll jump back on and see what's going on. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you for all your help and support. I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you, Tony.